Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have an extremely exciting video today. As you can see behind me, I have all my Jellycats out with me today. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to film a Jellycat video for a really long time, and today is finally that day. I've been waiting to share this one until I had my collection where I really wanted it to be. So before we get into the actual Jellycats, I really quickly just wanted to answer a few common questions. So the first question that I'm going to answer is a question that I see a lot, and it's, what is a Jellycat? Pretty basic answer. A Jellycat is like a luxury style stuffed animal. You have, just your basic average stuffed animals, you have your Build-A-Bears, you have your Beanie, like you just have different types of stuffed animals, and Jellycats, I would say, are a little bit more on the luxury side. That's just kind of what makes them more unique, is that number one, they're just a little bit more expensive than usual, and number two, they're super soft and super good quality. The next question that I get a lot is, why do I collect Jellycats? So first things first, I love stuffed animals. I have loved stuffed animals since I was a little kid. I was a huge Build-A-Bear lover and collector when I was younger. I had my first big girl birthday party at Build-A-Bear. I'm gonna insert a picture because I have to. And basically, this is me when I was 6 at Build-A-Bear. I still have that Build-A-Bear. Perfect condition still. Probably the oldest Build-A-Bear in Build-A-Bear history. I think I built this bear in 2003 and Build-A-Bear came out in 1997. I have been a lover of stuffed animals for as long as I can remember. So that's one reason. The last reason why I collect Jellycats, and probably a big reason of why this is such a emotional attachment for me, is that my grandmother, and I went to visit her once a year, she collected Beanie Babies. My grandma had a huge collection and she kept them in a room, and every time I would go to visit her, she would give me one to take home. That whole process kind of inspired me to want to do this for my someday kids and grandkids. I just thought it was a really beautiful tradition. I want to bring that joy to my kids and my grandkids one day. The next question is, how much do Jellycats cost? So it really depends. If you're going to spend money on a Jellycat, you're going to want to prepare to spend a little bit more than average on a stuffed animal. If you go on their website, I would say probably the average price is around $30. It's very difficult to find them cheaper than that. If we're going into the more retired category, that's when you're gonna start to pay a little bit more. The cost really depends also on the size of the Jellycat. The bigger they are, the more expensive they're gonna be, and then where you buy them. Which leads me directly into my next question that I get a lot is, where do you buy all your Jellycats? First and foremost, you can buy on the Jellycat website. The only thing I will caution you about the Jellycat website is that you are gonna be paying $10 for shipping if you live in the US. Just be mindful of that. If you're looking at a $30 Jellycat, you're gonna be spending over $40. That's not my favorite place to buy Jellycats, but that's always an option. For me, personally, I get most of my Jellycats resale. There's some that I've thrifted, and then I also do resale sites. Obviously a little bit of a riskier method if you're not used to the resale sites. I recommend having a lot of caution with that. There are sites like Whatnot, Mercari, Poshmark. There are resale sites where you can find them. I would just caution that you make sure that you know the seller, or that the seller's recommended. They sell other Jellycats on their site. It's not just, someone selling only the really popular ones or hard ones to find. I'm also a seller myself. I have run into getting fakes. You will run into that if you go to the resale route. The other method is retail stores. Not all stores carry them. I know Nordstrom is one of the bigger boxes that sell them. If you are interested in buying them in store, you're gonna be looking at very small boutiques and smaller stores. I recommend going onto the website and actually scrolling down to the store locators and finding them that way. One of my favorite things to do is, because I don't have any Jellycat stores near me, when I go to a different city, like if I'm going to Orlando or Tampa or somewhere else in Florida, I'll always look in the store locator to see which small stores near me carry them. I write them down so that next time I'm in that city, I can go back and visit that store. It's just kind of fun. It's a fun thing to do to try to find them. Sometimes you find an old one that has been retired and you're like, oh my gosh, what to find? Honestly, I would say finding them out in the wild is probably one of my favorite parts of collecting Jellycats. And then the final question I'm going to be answering is, how long have I been collecting? I started collecting back in 2022, end of 2022, beginning of 2023. I want to say it's been about 5 years now. I do not know how many I have. I stopped counting a while ago, so if you want to count for me and comment down below, feel free to do that because I've actually never counted how many that I have. So without further ado, here is my Jellycat collection. If you are new to Jellycats, you might not know that they come in these dust bags. And that's kind of where I store my seasonal ones. Let's start with winter. This year, I got the hot cocoa, a little white bunny holding a Christmas tree. This is the older style gingerbread house, and this guy's also retired. One way of knowing is they have the little green leaf tag. This guy's just an older style one. He is retired, and this one was pre-owned, so he does not have his tag on them. Any of the ones you see that don't have tags on them still are pre-owned, but they're restored by me. So they're still in super duper condition. I was able to get a little bashful reindeer. He's super fluffy and cute. Had to have the peanut reindeer because he's precious. I do have the little cookies. I have the star cookie and the Christmas cookie. I have the little snowflake. You'll see a pattern of the littles. I prefer the little ones over the bigger ones. Next, I'm gonna show the spring Jellycats that I have. The first one I absolutely needed from the spring collection was the raindrop. Look at his little green wellies. So freaking hysterical. The white little bunny holding the pink peony. The last one that I absolutely needed from the spring collection was LBB. Moving on to fall, I have the little tiny bashful bat. This one is also a retired one. I also have the little acorn. I did get my hands on the exclusive maple leaf. They release certain Jellycats only in certain countries. This was a Jellycat exclusive to Canada. For the summer collection, so I have the lemonade. Yellow is my favorite color, so this was a must. I have the fuzzy crab, the fuzzy little sea turtle, the fuzzy starfish, the fuzzy little octopus. The sandcastle, this one is super special to me. I got this the weekend that Jacob proposed to me. So that is all for my seasonal Jellycats. Now I'm just gonna go into my regular Jellycats that I keep out pretty much all the time. So I'm gonna start out with the first Jellycat that I ever bought, the medium classic beige bunny, which I think is such a fitting first Jellycat to buy. It's one of the Jellycat mascots, basically. Most people, when they buy Jellycats, they go for the bunnies. They're one of the most popular Jellycats that they sell. So let's just get right into bunnies. I have this large oatmeal bunny. Oh, right in the face. This is in the color blush, and it's just a really pretty, I want to call it like muted pink because it's not like the lightest pink bunny they have. Next bunny that I have is my lemon bunny. This is my favorite Jellycat bunny color of all time. I love this one so much that I also purchased like an older one. This is the older style. This is the newer style. They do re-release them. The next one I have is the fern green bunny. Again, like this color green is just so beautiful. The next one is extremely sought after. This is the pecan bunny. She's just the softest, prettiest color. I felt so lucky to get my hands on this one. My last two bunnies are my Lux bunnies. I have the Nimbus bunny. I believe this one's called Lux Nimbus. I have the one from the ski collection. This one is also an exclusive to LA, I believe. These are my two more textured bunnies. The Squiggles collection is a really underrated one, super retired, like old school. The Squiggles lamb. It's just, they're really tiny. Like for reference, this is my hand. I also got my hands on the Squiggles monkey. He's really sweet. The Squiggles mouse and the blush color. The mouse is just so precious. Another collection that I got really early on was the weather collection, the cloud. I made him a little anklet. I named him Nimbus. If you're looking for a Jellycat and don't know which one to get, try to find this one. I needed to get the moon, and this was one of the first Jellycats that I got too. And I found him in New York City. I know y'all are here to see dragons because dragons are one of the most popular Jellycats out there. A little snow dragon. Like I said, I'm crazy about the littles. When they released this one, it sold out in like -2 seconds. The matcha dragon. I know it's not actually called the matcha dragon. It's called the Malachi dragon. The Lazlia, the colorful one, the Lazulia dragon, and it's basically rainbow sherbet. I have two from the Smudge collection. I have the Smudge monkey. I also have the Smudge lamb. These ones are fun because you can lay them down and display them on their bellies. The Roly-Poly collection is also a fan favorite, the Roly-Poly giraffe. The other one that I have from this collection is the Roly-Poly monkey. Next, I'm gonna show you my bears. I have Bartholomew. I have him specifically in the bathrobe. I have the strawberry outfit to change him into for the summertime and the pumpkin outfit to change him into for the fall time. This is Barley Bear. He's just such a cute color. This is the Otis bear. He's just another creamy colored bear and he's holding a little ice cream cone. By some miracle, I was able to get Bart Jr. from the website. As soon as I woke up, I refreshed and was able to get him. It'll probably be my biggest flex for life. Definitely one of my most coveted Jellycats, and I do keep this one in my living room with my Build-A-Bear because I love him that much. I'm just gonna show you some of my random little ones that I have. A little raccoon. Raccoons are also one of my favorite animals. I have a little syllabub swan. He's really cute. He's also a rattle. My last little that I have is I have a little goat. I just have a few more randoms. I have the Love Me lobster. I do have the raccoon in the normal medium size. I have a really, really super old one that released in the 90s. This is the Squidgy elephant in the small size. The newest one to my collection is Sacha Snow Tiger. Never imagined myself getting a tiger, but if I did, I knew I wanted it to be the Snow Tiger. We're now moving on to the Amusables. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the fabulous fruit, the Toasty Aubergine, the fabulous banana, the fabulous strawberry, the fabulous mushroom, the fabulous lemon, the fabulous blueberry, the fabulous cherry. Now I'm gonna show my breakfast collection is what I call it. I got the pancakes from the New York City Diner exclusive. I have my bowl of oats. I have the bashful smiling egg, and then I also have the little happy egg. And then I have my collection of breads. The croissant is my favorite Jellycat of all time, if I had to choose. I also have the little croissant. I also have the keychain croissant. I also have the little tiny baguette keychain, but I took it off the keychain because I like to just display it. I also have the chocolate croissant. It's really cute. He's got little chocolate on the inside of him. I have the mini toast. I was so excited when the little cinnamon bun dropped because I love cinnamon rolls. From breads to pastries, the classic little marshmallows. I also have the green macaroon, the older retired one. I have the newer pink and the newer chocolate ones. You could tell they're newer because they have the stamps from the patisserie behind them. The Neapolitan ice cream in the little size. The little waffle cone ice cream. And this was my second Jellycat that I ever got at Sloan's ice cream shop. The strawberry tart. This one did actually come from France. The little bunny macaroon. He's green. He's really sweet too. I forget exactly how to pronounce this one, but he's super cute. I have the little Madeline cookie as well. The last picture I have is this little strawberry dome. This is the original peanut, so he's a lot tinier than the newer ones. And then I also have the pistachio as well. I have the little espresso cup and then the little coffee bean. Three more kind of random ones. The pizza, got this one at the New York City Diner, the California sushi roll, which is really cute. I have the diamond ring, and this one is also extremely special. I have my fruit collection. I love the fruits. The strawberry, the cherry, the little tiny watermelon. This one was so hard to find. Of course, the viral peach. Everyone loves this one. He's so soft. The original lemon. I also have the lemon wedge from the London exclusive collection as well. Yellow lemon buddies. I found the clementine in Orlando in a little small, tiny mom and pop shop. I have the little pineapple. He's so tropical. And then lastly, to take us home, I have a couple keychains. I have the croissant. I have the cherries. I have Bart. I have the sun, which I love putting him on my bag in the summer. The pancakes from New York City. Wow, so if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. So this was really fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. And obviously if you have any questions Jellycat related, leave them below. If you like this video, stick around for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.